primer potion. Living the dream. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my eyes. This is gonna be our primer for our eyelids. For shadows today, I think I'm going to be using my MAC palette. I haven't used my MAC palette in a while. So first I'm gonna go in with the shade Blanc Type. I'm gonna take my Sigma Eye Shading E55 brush and apply this right underneath my brow. Next, I'm gonna go in with good old Scotch tape. I'm gonna rip off a piece, put it on the back of my hand to get off the stickiness, and then line it up with my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna take my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. I'm gonna go in with Soft Brown by MAC and place this right into the crease as my transition shade. Next, taking my Sigma E25 blending brush, I'm gonna go in with MAC Saddle. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place this right into the crease, blending it up slightly, but not too much. And then just going back in with my same E40, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out even more. Next, I'm going to take MAC Folly and just add this right to the outer corner and blend this into the crease slightly. Not too much pigment, I just really like to layer on a bunch of shadows and just see how it all blends out. And then again, going back and blending everything out. Next, I'm going to take MAC Embark, and this is going to go right in the outer corner, and now we're going to really start to deepen this eye look. And again, I'm using that same E25 brush. I'm pretty much just like tapping it onto my eyelid first, and then I'm gonna start to blend it out. I'm just going back and forth, adding more Embark and really blending it out and getting it to my liking. I just really want to make sure that everything's nice and blended as always. I'm now going to go and just add a little bit of darkness to the outer corner because I want to kind of do like a smoky black in the outer corner and then do like a thin wing. So I'm going to go in with my Sigma Smudger E21 brush. I'm just going to go ahead and place this right along the tape, and I'm going in with MAC Carbon. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I remember that name. And I'm just going to go ahead and place this right along the tape. I'm kind of like going to create a wing in a sense, but I just really want to make sure it's nice and blended. I'm just bringing this black halfway in. I don't want to bring it all the way into the inner corner of my eye. With actually this pencil brush, this is the E30 by Sigma, I'm just going to add a little bit of black to it, and I'm just going to go ahead and smoke this out. Okay, and then after that, for the lid shade, I'm going to go in with MAC Satin Taupe. I'm going to take my Sigma Lid Shader E58 brush. I'm going to go ahead and apply this on top of the lid where the space is pretty much left open. I'm actually going to bump up this look just a little bit more. I love all of these shadows together, and I love the way that it looks now, but I really want to bump up the lid a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, that is the lid shade. It's so gorgeous. I absolutely love this color. And when I used to do this eye look, I actually used to have this Lorac product, but they don't sell it anymore, so I don't want to use it, of course, in this tutorial. But for today, just go with a really nice silver color. This is the only one that I could find that was giving me the payoff that I wanted. This is the Natasha Denona. This is her eyeshadow palette number 9. And I'm just going to go in with this shade right here. This is called 10M. This is called 10N. This is called 10M Aluminum. Now I'm just going to go ahead and just tap it onto my brush because I don't want it to be so silver, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to tap it onto my lid so that there's a little bit of silver, but it's not so intense silver, you know what I mean? As you can see, the difference between this eye and this one, it's just a huge like bump up, and I absolutely love it. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and do our wing. So I'm going to use my LA Girl Fine Line liquid liner. I'm just going to create a very, very thin wing because we did smoke out that outer corner. So I'm not going to go too intense. I'm just going to I'm pretty much just gonna do like a half wing as you see me doing here, because I don't want the wing to be like the main focus of this look. So I'm pretty much just gonna keep it in this outer corner. So that's what the wing looks like. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this one off camera. It's so difficult to film doing wing liner on camera. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this one up real quick. Okay, so as you can see, both wings are done. I'm gonna let them dry slightly, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and just smoke it out just a little bit more. I'm gonna go back in with my smudger brush and just really kind of smoke that outer corner wing out just a little bit more. And then for lashes today, I'm going to be wearing my tried and true House of Lashes in Boudoir. I'm going to put these on off camera. This is what they look like if you guys haven't seen them before. As you can see, the reason why I want to wear these, not only because, okay, that's not, you're not, okay, where's my tweezer? The reason why I want to wear these is because as you can see, the lashes go from very thin to gradual and a lot more lash. So I think that this would be the perfect pair to wear to really emphasize the wing and the outer corner of my eyes. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and pop these on off camera, and then I will be back to start the face with you guys. Alright guys, so as you can see, I went ahead and applied my lashes, and as you can see how beautiful these look on this kind of look. This is just why these are always my favorite lashes to do, because they will go beautiful with smoky looks, natural everyday looks like I wore yesterday. I wore these and I just love them. I love these lashes. So for primer today, I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Border. I'm going to go ahead and spray this all over my face. I'm also going to go ahead and apply a little bit of a matte bronzer, because when you're at prom and you're dancing and everything, you're sweating, and you want to go ahead and stay as matte as you possibly can. So I'm going to go in with my Cover FX Mattifying Primer. I'm just going to go ahead and place this right on the center of my forehead. That's where I feel like the shine comes through the most for me. And then for foundation today, I'm going to actually be mixing two. I'm going to go in because currently I'm on the paler side. I haven't tanned recently, so I'm going to go ahead and mix these two. I'm first going to go in with my Josie Maron Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation. This is in the shade Jubilant, and I'm going to go ahead with this one first, and then mix a little bit of my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This is in the shade Light 2 Mount Blanc. And I'll do 2 pumps of this one as well. Maybe 3. YOLO. And this is my Sigma concealer. This is the F75. I always love to take this brush and apply the foundation down first. And then I'm going to go in and I am going to blend this out. I usually use a beauty sponge or a beauty blender. Today I'm actually going to change it up. Recently, I've been loving using my foundation brush again. I kind of just go back and forth between the two. But today, I'm going to first go in, and I'm going to be using my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki brush. This is the F80. But before I do that, I go in with my Mario Badescu Facial Spray with herbs and aloe, herbs, and rose water. And I'm just going to go ahead and spray my brush with this. Kind of dampen the brush a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend out my foundation. I'm going to go back in with some of the rose water and then just go back over my foundation. I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Natural. I'm going to go ahead and apply this under my eyes, going in a triangle shape under the eyes. I'm also going to add a little bit of a lighter concealer just so that it is a little bit more highlighted under my eyes, because I do love that highlighted look, as you guys know. I'm going to add just a little bit of my Urban Decay Naked Concealer in Light Warm, just adding a couple little swipes. And then back with my foundation brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend all that out. Now to go ahead and set everything, I'm first going to go in with my Cover FX, wait, I got an itch here. I'm going to go in with my Cover FX Translucent Powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and set my under eyes and the forehead. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with my Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder, and I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face with this. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera. You guys have seen me do them a million times, but I go in with my brow definer in Soft Brown, and then I fill them in with my brow powder by Sigma, Anastasia, and Sigma. And bam! Brows are done. So now I'm going to go ahead and bronze up the face a little bit. I'm going to be using my Becca bronzer. This is in the shade Bronzed Bondi. I'm going to go ahead and just bronze up my face a little bit. And then to contour, I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette. I'm going to take the 2 shades I always mix, which are these 2, as you guys, nope, these two, lying. I'm going to take my Sigma Soft Angled Contour Brush. This is the F23. For blush today, I'm going to be using my MAC blush. This is in the shade Dusty Rose. Is it Dusty Rose? I've had this blush for so long. The plastic comes out of it. My aunt's dog chewed on it and the name is completely off the back. I think this is Dusty Rose. I think that's the name of this. And then for highlights today, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this right to my cheeks. Okay, so now to finish up the eyes, we're going to go back and just pretty much do what we did on the upper lid. I'm first going to go actually in with Folly on that same E20 brush. I'm just going to go ahead and place this along the lower lash line. Again, I'm going to go in layers and then just build it up. And then just going back in with my blending brush, I'm just going to make sure this is really blended. Next, I'm going to go then in with Embark on the same brush, and I'm going to do this even closer to my lash line. And then again, back with my blending brush, I'm just going to blend that out. Then I'm actually going to go in with my Sigma Line Perfector. This is the E68. I am looking for my flat definer brush, which I feel like I just had it, but I don't know where it is. Then I'm going to go in with some Carbon by MAC. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this right to the outer corner, as close to the lash line as I possibly get. You can go halfway with this, you can go all the way to the inner corner. And then back with my pencil brush, I'm just going to really blend this out. For inner corner highlight, I'm just going to go ahead and use my So Hollywood highlighter and just apply that right in the inner corner, as well as underneath the brow a little bit. For eyeliner, I'm going in with my Tarte Skinny Smolder eyeliner in Onyx. And then last but not least, mascara, I'm going in with my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Mascara. For lips, I'm just going to keep it very nude, so I'm going to go in with my MAC lip liner in Boldly Bare. After that, I'm then going to go in with the Melt Cosmetics lipstick, and this is in the shade Nude. I'm going to go back in with that lip liner just to define the lips a little bit better. And then for lip gloss, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Undressed.